I hope it comes back in one piece.
Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to take Matt's car out for a spin, the Phoenix LS.
You're taking it.
I'm taking it. My first time driving a turbo car, so it's going to be a little learning curve. It'll be pretty fun though.
Have you ever driven a manual valve body?
No.
No. You're transformed too.
Only man's mission for me.
That's man's mission.
Some pulls out on Mexico. We're going to go out there. It's not too far from our house, so we'll see you there.
Maybe this is a good idea. Maybe it's a bad idea.
Hey, I need some keys, man.
You might want those.
This ain't push button start.
Yeah, I hope it comes back in one piece.
Street car. All right. So I was in neutral, so now pull back.
Back one. Yep.
First gear.
First.
Drive down the road. Now second gear is where?
Just straight back. You don't have to pull the lever.
Just second.
Yeah. And then to get to third, you have to pull the lever.
Third. Okay.
Yep.
And then pushing it all the way back forward goes back.
All the way back forwards into first. Yep.
All right. I think I can drive this. We gotta turn around, guys.
Let's turn around.
He wants to smoke.
He thinks he wants to smoke.
Boost noises. Definitely highest horsepower car I've ever driven before. I hope you can hear the audio in here with the windows down and it's not comfortable with the windows up, so we have to ride with the windows down.
Yeah, fortunately this street car doesn't have any air conditioning, so yours doesn't either.
Yeah. You don't need AC where we're going.
I don't think so.
This is all wrong. I shouldn't be up here. I should be back in school on the other side of the ocean. You all come to us young people for hope. How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my childhood with your empty words. And yet, I'm one of the lucky ones. People are...
All right, we made it out here to hang out and talk about the car a little bit. And so the wind just decides to blow really hard right here, so that's awesome. Maybe it'll stop in the next 10 seconds. So me and Matt are going to tell you a little about the car. I know a little bit about it, and Matt knows all the details, so he'll kind of correct me as we go. Starts off, I know it's a Turbo LS, 80 millimeter turbo.
Yeah, it's S480.
S480, Chinese choo-choo.
Yeah, it's VS racing.
So
it's a 480
we'll open the hood and...
You're going to blank all this out, right, for the grudge racing stuff?
Yeah.
They won't be able to see it?
Yeah, road racers won't be able to see this. So this is a no-time car we took out to Greer a couple weeks ago. Got the S480 here. It's a standard LS3.
It's a 5.3. This is it's called a L33. It's out of like a 05 1500 truck, but it's all aluminum. That was the big thing. We wanted to keep the weight down. So it's a Gen 4 internals, all aluminum block. It's all factory stuff though. Like you can go to the junkyard and build this drag car. This is a Trailblazer SS intake. That's like the best factory intake they had. We're probably going to be replacing this. I know it's not too pretty, but it makes a lot of power. You know, factory LS coils, factory LS heads. These are 799 heads. Really good. Those are on the LS3 and stuff like that. They're one of the best flowing stock LS heads you can get. So it's already, that L33 is a great motor to start a build with.
So like you said, it's stock LS pistons, right?
Yeah. So it's stock LS pistons and stock rods. You know, it's a stock bottom end build that everybody talks about with these LSs. The only thing we did, we went in and we filed the ring gaps so that you can run a lot of boost on them.
Yeah.
But they hold good power. We've got a built motor to go in behind this one, but you know, this was our first attempt, first build, and they make good power on the stock stuff. It's pretty crazy what they can make.
A whole lot more than the Fords and the what the 4 valves make, so on stock bottom end stuff.
I mean, there's guys that are making 900, 1,000 horse on Gen 4 stock bottom end. It's pretty crazy. They won't live forever on that, but they do pretty good for a while that way.
All right, so he's also got the MS3 Pro ECU.
Yeah, it's a Mega Squirt Gold Box is the ECU. We got some of the stuff wired in here. It's also running a Raspberry Pi on a touchscreen for Pi Dash is what they call it, and so that interfaces on USB with the Mega Squirt. So it's got a digital dash in it.
So that's pretty awesome. Real customizable. You
Yeah.
can kind of run anything pretty much that you can run on the Holly or
It's just
any other main.
It's a poor man's Holly. I mean, it does. The Mega Squirt does more than what the Terminator X does. It's like really in between a Terminator X and a Dominator, but for like the price of a Terminator X.
Yeah.
So we didn't mind running it. It's not quite as user friendly tuning wise, but it does a whole lot. We got a cage in here. We built this car for drag week.
So it's
drag week.
Certified cage.
Yeah, it's an NHRA certified cage. I want to give props to my guy Clyde Ledbetter at Ledbetter Automotive. He helped me do a little bit of work on this as far as the cage. He welded in my tube front end. If you need like tubing fabrication or a cage or anywhere in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia area, I can't recommend Clyde enough. Like, he kills it on his custom cages.
And he runs the no prep thing, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he runs the Union No Prep series. They're doing that, like 6 event series this year. So definitely give Clyde and his group a check out there.
So
They're
we'll
good
probably
guys.
have to go out there and watch you race out there. Maybe
Yeah, I
prep.
haven't put it on No Prep yet. We're still kind of playing with the tune and getting it right. Hoping to put it on a dyno in the next couple of weeks, maybe a month at the most, 2 months at the most. But very soon we want to try to start really turning it up and see what it's got, and then we'll be going to those events.
Okay. We'll show these guys the Raspberry Pi.
So what's really cool too about the Pi Dash is that it runs the Tuner Studio tuning software that Mega Squirt uses. So like I can literally tune the entire vehicle from this touchscreen if I want to. But it'll auto boot the tuning software, and then it auto boots into the gauge setup.
That's really neat. It's touchscreen, so
Yeah,
like you said, he can do any kind of tuning on it whenever he's at the track or if he was on the side of the road.
Yeah, say my laptop battery dies at the track, I can still tune through this and get me through the day. And it's fully customizable. I made that screen there. You can make it look whatever you want.
And then he's got some gauges in here.
Yeah,
we were talking about it yesterday or earlier when we went to that.
I was telling Taylor the reason behind those gauges there. Once again, I emphasize that me and my best friend Matt, we built this car for drag week, and so we wanted to make everything as easy to maintenance as possible in case we have to work on it on the side of the road or something like that. And also, like, if we were to have issues, we still want to make sure that the car's okay and that it's capable to run. So these mechanical gauges that are up here are really like our interpretation of what you need to know if the car's in health is okay. So if we've got oil pressure and the car's not overheating, even if our electrical system goes down or whatever, we can still see here, and we can trust that these gauges are good because they're mechanical. In case you get the scaling wrong on your digital sensors, you may be getting a false number that's not true, where we know that right there for certain.
If it says 0, you got no oil pressure.
Yeah, if that's got no oil pressures, we got problems. So that's really the main reason behind that.
So overall, this is a really badass ride. So we're gonna take it for a spin. We're gonna let me see what 700 horsepower is. 700. It's on wastegate right now. So we're out here in Mexico.
I'll tell you when to ship.
A lot of people driving around out here, I swear.
It's a beautiful time in Mexico. The pollen's really bad though, back there.
Right on the Texas border.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't ready for that.
Oh, it's not ready!
He let out.
Is that just second?
That was just second. That was just going into second.
Oh God, that was a lot of power. That was like every bit of my car's horsepower right there and more. Guys, this is so fast compared to my car. I want to build a real drag car right now. Everybody can roast me in the comments about letting out, but it's not my car.
He's doing all right. There you go! There you go! It feels way better when you boost brake it.
Yeah.
This is so much fun, man.
Alright guys, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks again to Matt for letting me drive the car. Really awesome ride. So tune in for the next one, okay? Thanks.
Take it easy.